Ever wonder who voices some of your favorite animation characters? Or maybe you would like to give voice acting a try but don't know how to start? Then don't miss SonicCon, an audio theater convention hosted by Liberty University March 20th through the 22nd, 2020, featuring James Arnold Taylor, the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi, from Star Wars The Clone Wars and his one-man show, Talking to Myself. Plus, Katie Lee, the voice of Connie from Adventures in Odyssey. The convention features industry professionals, masterclasses, writing competitions, plus live radio performances. It's perfect for the entire family. Early registration going on now at sonic-con.org. That's sonic-con.org.
Hello everyone, this is JPL, and today I'm joined with
Christopher164,
and we are podcast name in brackets.
Yay.
So, yeah, we're back from our winter break, and now we can talk about stuff that's happened since our last one.
Mm-hmm. So I guess we'll do the COPPA thing first.
COPPA.
All right.
Yeah.
I've learned it's a COPPA.
I don't care.
Of course you don't. So what I learned is basically, really the whole situation's been over-exaggerated. Obviously, there's the legal ramifications that had to be set in stone or whatever, but everyone was freaking way too much about it when they really shouldn't have. The thing is, this is not, first off, it's not YouTube finding everybody. It'd be the FTC, right? So that means it's a very legal process in order for them to find someone, which would take a lot of time.
Yeah.
The FTC is not gonna be like, all right, who can we find? Oh, Christopher164. Oh, he reacted to Toby Mac's song.
No.
Kids listen. They're not gonna do that.
They're looking for specific tags that are related to children-based things.
From what I learned is that they're gonna go after big names first, like FBE or Dude Perfect. If not saying that they are gonna get hit, but those people who are making more money, those are the people who they go after first.
Yeah.
That's what I researched. So just because you react to My Little Pony doesn't mean they're typing in, all right, My Little Pony reactions, who can we find? There we go. We're going to find JPL. No, it's like, all right, who makes the most money, and we're going to go from there. And you don't make any money.
No, it's also...
So you should be fine.
It's also not that as well. It's also just... not just reactions, but there are so far reactions that have been fine. It's the original content made by the fans. Like
so you're seeing stuff that is being hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the Brony community.
Yes.
My Little Pony fan community. The people who make original animations.
Yes.
They are being hit.
They are, and how? I want to hear. Like, tell me.
How? I mean, how being that they're being made for kids.
Like, are they hit in the way that they're being fined, or their videos are being restricted?
They're being restricted.
If they're being restricted, that's way better than being fined.
But no, except the problem is...
They can't make money off it.
No, they're not they're not specifically looking at the content, because there are a lot of pony videos that are not made for kids, and they're really gory, violent,
and they've been made for kids.
Yes.
So, you have the choice. This is for kids, this is not for kids. And so you're saying YouTube is going to override that?
They have.
They have.
Like,
they have overridden that.
Like, there's specifically one video that's like, it look like the thumbnail, and it looks like a pretty cutesy thing. And it starts out pretty cutesy, but it turns into this violent gore fest.
Right.
And that's been hit. And that's like even age restricted. And that's been hit.
If it's age restricted, it should not be.
I know, but they're still touching it, and so there's still a whole lot of problems there. And so from what I've witnessed, it's animations and music. And
Tell me about the music, because I need to know, because even though I'm reaction based, I'm also music based.
I know. I don't really know like what criteria they're doing for music. So I guess for music, in terms of My Little Pony based content, they're just picking stuff that's I guess that's related to the topic of family friendly and such.
Can I go slam my head somewhere?
When you get
Okay,
home.
here's the thing. I cannot believe this because, first off, age restricted should not be changed to for kids. I feel like YouTube was talking, they explained stuff. They're like, oh, so if it's not for kids and it's really not for kids, you make it age restricted so it won't be for kids. YouTube should not be overriding that.
Yeah.
Why would you make family content and then put an age restriction on it? That makes no sense.
Yeah, and so that's just been the thing I've been seeing, which is such a shame because those videos that I've been looking at, they deserve the comments and the such, and it's I can just imagine the parents looking for kid-friendly stuff, and they can stumble upon the pony stuff much easier now than they probably would have back then because it's now directed for kids.
Like I've said, I don't know if I said to you, YouTube should focus on a separate YouTube Kids platform.
I know. But again, that's not going to fix their problems as well, because kids will still fake their age and use different usernames.
Okay, but if they fake their age, that's their fault. You know what I mean? That's their fault.
I think most kids will just fake their age.
I know, but
because they're given the freedom these days to do what they want. Yeah, so it's not as terrible as I thought, or it's just
definitely not as terrible as everyone made it out to be, but it's not to say that nothing's happened. Because I saw an article of guys who do Lego reviews, and what's happened is that they've seen a loss in revenue because their videos are less likely to be recommended.
Right. So yeah, that's just been what's been going on in the pony community.
Okay, well, thank you for shedding insight in that because I wouldn't have known.
And not only that, but also just the official stuff released by the Hasbro company system. They've been targeted for kids, which is their stuff is made for kids. Yeah, but there's not only does the whole made for kids things take out comments, they also take off things like title cards at the end. And so there's a pony thing, officially made pony series that's a choose your own adventure type thing.
Frick.
And so now that series just does not work anymore because you can't click and choose what thing you want to do next.
Thing about the title cards is that you have the choice to have the one made for viewer, right? Ideally, in this case, only that one should be deactivated. Well, I don't know.
So in this case, if you want to just do something now, I guess you put it in the description. If descriptions are still allowed.
Can we slap some people? Oh my gosh.
I mean, you could try, but you'd get fined or something.
At least we can be thankful that no one's getting fined.
So far.
Right, so far.
So far.
Because that's a ridiculous issue. If people get fined over this.
Yeah.
But now that's an issue. If the FTC, they say they won't, but if they stumbled across that video, that gory video that's made for kids, would that be fined? But that creator would have to blame YouTube. But it's.
Here's also an issue with that. That creator, that video, he made that, he had it on his channel, and that got taken down because it got cease and desist because Hasbro doesn't want their stuff tainted by something like that. However, other people have copied that since then because it's been years since that's been out, and so they'll upload that, and those re-uploads have been targeted. So
hilarious.
It's does the re-uploader get the one that's fined? Because I'm not sure if they're the one making money or not. So so yeah.
Thing is, both YouTube and the FTC have not been clear, and YouTube itself, they're just shady.
Yeah, so
especially recently.
It's just been a really silly and stupid situation that's just been going on where it's this stuff happens a lot with copyright and stuff, and so yeah, there's still a long ways to go before they fix everything, which they're probably not going to do.
In relation to copyright, though, I will say this month I've had a significant decrease in copyright claims.
Okay.
Significant. And not just, oh, I got a significant amount, less copyright claims. I'm not getting claimed by some major labels, songs, and artists.
Yeah.
Okay. I did Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez because they claim to be Christian, so I'm like, why not I hold their music to their faith? Good idea. Here's the thing. I did not get copyright claimed by Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber's labels.
Yeah, sometimes that'll happen.
Which I'm thankful, but...
Yeah, and something like that, it may be a thing where it'll take them time to...
And that has happened before.
Yeah, and that happens a lot where...
But usually, here's the thing. So there's usually, like, major labels like that are instantaneous. They jump on it right away. Oh, that's our big popular song, and we're taking your rights from that video, basically.
Right.
Usually it's very instantaneous, especially when it comes to major labels, big artists or whatever. Usually very instantaneous. Okay? Justin Bieber, my reaction's been out for like a week. Hasn't been claimed.
Mm-hmm.
It still could be, but hasn't been claimed.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I do believe that there's starting to be some respect for the reaction community.
Yeah, and YouTube's noted that, and they put like a thing for that in their copyright dispute.
Right.
Where you could say this is a reaction video.
Right.
And so
it's not to say that it's all perfect. I've had still a couple songs by like, I'd say minor major labels. Like I did the reaction to Corey Asbury's remix with Tori Kelly's Reckless Love.
Yeah.
So that's all. They're like, oh, you use our song, we're claiming that. But then when it comes to like the major label, I guess because I have React in the title, they're like, oh, it's a reaction video. They're giving us free publicity. We'll let them keep it. That's how I'm seeing it. I don't know. Usually they jump on it right away.
I don't think that's the case. I think it's more so that they've not yet noticed.
But that doesn't make sense to me because it's usually the system automatically. Each time I've done Skillet, NF, except for one song.
Yeah.
His latest song. Kanye West. Right away. Before the video is even finished uploading, copyright claim.
Yeah. Well,
I would expect the same for Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez.
Yeah, well, personally, I don't think that YouTube's at the point where they'll do that because they would do it for other things before they do with the music, so...
What do you mean?
Forget that I said that.
Okay. But also what I've noticed is that sometimes some content is not like put in YouTube's system just yet.
Yes.
Now, I will say I still don't understand, especially with Selena Gomez, why my videos weren't claimed. But like something like, especially independent people, they release a song, I release my reaction, and then and it doesn't get claimed. If I did it once before, but I released like something that featured that same song, that got claimed like a couple months later. But my original video is still untouched. What I don't get about Selena Gomez is that 2 of the songs have been out for several months. By that time, they should be in the system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'll take it. And then, but it's still interesting. But also, one of my videos, they released a copyright claim. I'm like, who would do that? But they did. The interesting thing about that is that I actually have 2 uploads of that video. One was a mess up, but I never, deleted it off my channel. It's just private.
Yeah.
That still has the copyright claim. The public one still has it has been released, the copyright claim.
Gotcha.
I don't get it, but I'll take it.
Yeah, well, we can't, for sure say what's going on, but...
I hope that, because, I still would think that, some major labels are still going to be monsters and be like, that's ours. But...
Yeah, so we'll see what the future holds.
All right, that's all I have to say about COPPA and copyrights, unless you have anything else.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason... Yeah, so... reason why I haven't uploaded a lot of things is because I uploaded something and it got blocked.
Oh, frick.
And it's like, and the people that I did the reaction to, they're fun with reaction videos. It's just that the YouTube algorithm will just immediately block it, and so I just have to do the dispute, and they'll take down the block. Which is fine, but it's a time-consuming thing, and it's like,
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to take that time, and so that's why. And during the break, I only uploaded like 2-3 videos,
I don't even know.
something like that.
From my experiences from being blocked, I know one video that I'm like, never mind, screw it, I'm not gonna go through it. I'm probably just gonna upload to my Patreon page. There's one video, 2 videos. Alright, so actually my most viewed video was initially blocked. I disputed it. I did not know that, they undo the block in 48 hours. And then also the copyright claim just went bye-bye. That's now my most viewed video. Trying to think. I did have one video that I did dispute that they said sorry. They kept the block on.
Okay.
That was very interesting because the original video, for some reason, also got blocked in the USA, not available. So, but then and then I messaged one of the guys from the group, and then a couple days later, that was available to view in the US again. Thing is, I did my dispute before then, so I think if I'd done my dispute after then my video would have been made public.
Yeah, so
I'm not gonna re-dispute that because then they're gonna get mad or whatever.
yeah,
but,
it is what it is.
yeah. So it's weird.
Yeah.
And then I did have one video that I had up for 3 weeks, and then it got taken down by the label, copyright strike on me.
Yeah.
So that did happen to me once.
Yeah.
That was no fun.
So we're in the start of a brand new decade here.
New decade.
The Roaring 20s was 100 years ago.
It sounds more like right now it's the crying 20s.
The crying 20s.
Everyone's complaining about this year. I'm like, why?
Yeah, people were complaining.
I don't care.
I know that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we had to come the whole Twitter thing with World War III.
Which was ridiculous.
I know that we had a small conversation thing about that.
Did we? You replied to my tweet?
I replied to your tweet.
Okay. I can't remember who replies.
No, you said something about.
Yes, I believe that World War III. First off, historians determine wars. World War I was called the Great War. We did not call World War II until after World War II, when the historian said this is... And really, World War II, there were 2 or 3 wars going on at the same time.
Yes.
Right. So, I believe that World War III has already started, and at least from the Cold War, but I'm going to go as far as to say that it probably even started with the Korean War.
And so my take on that was that you might say that 100 years or so from now, when historians look at the 20th century, at the wars that took place during that, I think I said that they might consider that be the 80 years war, because World War II was an effect from World War I.
Yeah.
And all the different wars after that were also affected from those previous ones before.
That's
so it's like this building point where all the tensions of those wars came from the ones right before it, and so they could all be one big war, which was kind of the case with the 100 Years' War, where it was all these different wars that they had, and so there's just too many to name.
Yeah.
Put them all in one 100-year war thing.
That kind of makes sense. I feel like World War II, the reason why it is as such is because there were at least 2 significant wars going on, despite the fact definitely Germany, that was, the result of World War I.
Yeah.
And thus we had that. But right now I find it very interesting because right now we have our high tensions with North Korea. The Korean War has never officially ended. So there's continuation that our tensions are high with Russia, with Trump, election, whatever. I don't even know what's going on, but tensions are unnecessarily high, but they're high.
Did he get impeached?
Okay, not yet. What happened is that the House of Representatives approved the articles. Now the Senate has to approve of them.
I know that.
It's if it passes the Senate, that's either he will be impeached or that's a step closer to impeachment.
Yeah, because it's
Twitter
it's
was overreacting.
Yeah, like I think it was yesterday, or the day before, the whole impeached for life.
That was a Nancy Pelosi quote. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi's like, oh, Trump is impeached for life. And then Twitter took that as like, yeah, he is impeached for life. No, he's not even impeached in the first place. They approved of the first step of impeachment. They haven't brought it to the Senate yet because the Senate, from what I've heard, they're not going to let that happen. Okay? This is not coming from one who is pro-Trump or anti-Trump. This is just saying the facts from what I see, from what I've heard. The Senate's not going to allow that to happen. So thus, Trump would not be officially impeached.
Yeah.
Okay? At least the first article
Yeah.
passed the House of Representatives.
Yeah.
That much. And that's where I don't know if they've done other articles, but I know that much has been done.
Yeah.
And that's
this
that.
whole government system of just like
I just hate it.
one person approves it, okay, going to the next branch. They approve it, okay, going to the next branch. And then
I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, just
and like even like those votes don't mean anything to the president gives the seal of approval.
But that's the interesting thing. How does that happen in this case? Because the president's not going to impeach himself.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, because this would be a different thing. Like his seal of approval mainly comes for bills and acts.
Right. So, like, I don't know, like, the details of impeachment. You know what I mean? So,
I only know that it's happened before,
true.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2020 now. In terms of like YouTube and stuff.
I'm like I will say I made one video private because before the COPPA situation got big, YouTube unofficially marked it for kids because they disabled the comments on the video, and my brother's voice was in it.
Gotcha.
He wasn't featured on camera. I did end up making that video private just because I didn't want to taint my channel with one video that's for kids, and it turns out that it's like a mixed content channel. No, it's all not for kids.
Yeah.
So I did go ahead and do that. That video wasn't necessarily like a popular video anyways. I liked the video, but I'm like, I'm not going to risk it at this point because my channel's not mixed at all. So if I had like half the content marked for kids and half the content not marked for kids, or some balance like that, then I would have let that go. But nothing else will qualify for kids. That's the thing.
I know that I've already talked to you about the whole thing of me moving some stuff around.
Like,
just moving.
I forget.
Moving like some.
Oh, like
some
to
videos,
other platforms.
To other platforms.
And I want to do that because, especially considering YouTube taking down my videos, potentially.
Yeah.
So then it'd be up on other platforms because I don't save my videos. Once it's up, and I don't really.
You don't have like a external hard drive.
I do have external hard drive, but first off, it's hard to transfer things. But also, sometimes I'm working like on Liberty computers. I'm not going to save myself the original copy.
Gotcha.
So what I want to do is to like, BitChute or BitTube, and there are many other platforms to back up my channel on those places, and most of those are revenue making, even if it's not much. I'm like, why not? So like highlight those, back up my channel there.
Gotcha.
Whatever happens.
And then just the future of our content, of what we're going to be doing next is.
Well, I'm going to continue YouTube because that's where everyone still is. Those other platforms are still very new, and
the YouTubers over party.
You know what those channels are. Most of it is the ridiculous, like, ultra conservatives who are telling us that the Star of David is going to make us die or something. I don't know. And then there are the people who upload 2-hour-long dance party videos, and then there are people who have nothing to upload, so they'll just upload something random. That's what most of these websites are consumed with, right? So really, there's not an audience as far as I see.
Gotcha.
And also the even though people want like authentic search results, it's nice to when the search results know what we want to see, right?
Yeah.
You have to admit that. So the search result things will have to be like, better. So either way, I'm not expecting to make it big. I'm not expecting to make money. I'm just gonna go ahead and back up my channel on at least 2 platforms, definitely more. And if something happens, cool. But I'm still focusing on YouTube, and I'm expecting those new videos to be on those. So if anyone does follow me on those platforms, that's fine with me. At this point, I don't really care about, like, before I used to be like, oh, have this on this platform so it'd be unique to that platform. But especially with just how wonky YouTube is right now, I don't really care.
Yeah.
It just, whatever.
Yeah, in terms of my involvement, I'm likely going to be like taking a step down for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Just to like focus more on school.
Yeah.
And so
important.
far what I have planned for the future is just these podcasts and just any group reactions that I ever do. So
Yeah.
any like solo things or just stuff that I recorded a while back or just stuff that I'm close to finishing and I'll just do on my off time. So yeah, that's just the way it's going right now.
Yeah. And I bet for you it'll be nice to relax a bit. Less stress in that.
I mean, even then, my focus just hasn't been on my channel
True.
for a while now, and that's why uploads have just been I don't know how what would you call it, erratic or inconsistent?
We'll say inconsistent, just in case if erratic means something else.
Yeah, it's just inconsistent.
And that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Especially you doesn't necessarily have like a big audience
No.
or even a consistent audience more of. You know what I mean?
No.
So just provide you're putting stuff out there occasionally. I guess that's fine.
Yeah, and like even if this does lead for me just moving away like indefinitely, it's just it's a point where it's like I did what I did
Yeah,
at the time I did it,
that makes sense.
and now like I've reached the end point, and it's like I'll come back eventually, but right now I'm
Right. No, that makes sense.
gonna leave you where you're at.
I see on my channel still room to grow. I feel like YouTube is the best place to grow right now, except for TikTok, but I don't know how to work that thing. I don't know how to get popular. Some people, random people, I don't know how they do it, but the thing is, even then it's hard to transfer that audience from one place to another, and plus I'm not necessarily going to be consistent with TikTok anyways. Whatever. I'm not here for TikTok. Though I wouldn't like an audience on TikTok. Give me an audience on TikTok. Why not?
Yeah.
Anyways, YouTube. You can't make money on TikTok. So YouTube, whatever. YouTube. My brain. Where's my brain? That's the best place to grow an audience right now.
Yeah.
Still was, still is. Like, especially with, like, I could show you my stats. Search results. People search my stuff. Not everyone's gonna subscribe. It's pretty much just 1%, probably, of, like, the people who watch. That's not exact, but, that's how people find my stuff. And
Yeah.
it's very hard elsewhere, really. I had a blog. No one necessarily found it because it was its own solo thing. But once I'm able to grow an audience, ideally, then I can take them places if I had to,
Right.
And then ideally they'll follow me along. So that's the idea. To basically, what I say, piggyback on someone else's success, like you've been doing with the ponies. You did reactions to them. Not saying that. I obviously have more.
Yeah, it's not exactly I'm piggybacking off of success. It's more so I'm just stating my enjoyment or disenjoyment of something that's released.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, especially in my case, like I'll oftentimes do something that's popular. That's why I say piggybacking on someone else's success.
And I don't do that.
Well, I don't always. Like, I'll do things that might not even be considered good or popular or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll just do sometimes independent stuff because I can. So.
Yeah. And so just moving the conversation away from YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
How's life?
I guess more or less how was break. Break for me was very busy as I focused a lot on YouTube and Domino's. And so I did not give myself a lot of room to breathe.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a restful break at all.
Okay.
So honestly, like I didn't even realize it was school time till like I saw you people like on Instagram being like, "Oh, I'm heading to Liberty soon because school starts next week." I'm like, "School starts like wait, what?"
Yeah, like I was last week, and I was just doing my normal thing, and then it's just at some point somewhere, I got an email, about school and stuff, and it's like,
Wait.
like, what? School, that's not for another couple weeks, isn't it? And then, like, I think ahead, it's like, holy crap, that's next Monday.
I know, right?
That's like 3 days away. So, well, no,
Isn't that just weird how just like it kind of like just snuck up on us?
yeah, it's like, it's a good thing, like, I know to think ahead and buy my books ahead of time.
I'm not going to try to buy books this semester. I don't want to buy books. I don't have money.
And so I did that.
I need a computer. That's what I need. I need a new computer. Because this stupid computer I have, now it only works if it's plugged in. Once you unplug it, it dies.
Yeah, I have one that's like that.
I hate that.
Haven't used it in a while, but
It's the only computer I have, and it's stupid slow anyways. So, that's like the sum of my break. My reaction to pentatonics were my best videos during break.
gotcha.
It was because like I'm like pentatonics. I'll do a reaction. No one's gonna see it. Like, okay, December's not over yet, so I basically posted like a pentatonics reaction each day through the rest of the month, which was only like a couple of days, but whatever.
Yeah.
And most of them did well. I don't care. It was fun. Anyways, so school, I'm like, because I was like staying up late. I stay up late, I record a video, edit it, post it, go to bed, wake up at noon. Be at home for a couple hours, go to work, come home, eat, record a video, edit, post, sleep, wake up at noon. That was like my schedule for most of winter break. And I'm like, I have 8:15s. I can't do that. I can't wake up at noon if I have 8:15s.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, what I'm going to do is now I don't want to because I have a very hard time waking up. I'm going to start waking up at 5 a.m., record my video, get ready for school, leave, get here, edit my video, and then it's class time.
Gotcha.
Because I post my videos at 8 a.m. So if class at 8:15, that basically just works out perfectly. So last night was my first night. So I went to bed early. I fell asleep sometime after 10.
Early.
I had work.
Yeah, okay.
That's pretty much as early as I'm gonna get. And then I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm like, my alarm's gonna ring soon. So I lay in bed for like 20 minutes. I'm like, fine. I look at the time. I didn't want to like wake up my eyes or whatever, right? I just want to enjoy the dark. I look at the time on my phone. 12:36. I had been asleep for only 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, so I got mad. But I'm like, well, I need to try to sleep. I can't only get 2 hours of sleep. I couldn't go back to sleep.
Okay.
So I'm running on 2 hours of sleep.
Well, that's nice. Sometimes I can go a whole day with only 2 hours. Which is amazing, just how that happens.
But the thing is, the day before, I only got 4 hours of sleep. So I'm running the past 48 hours, 6 hours of sleep. I have a headache. I'm losing it.
Yeah.
And I have 4 more hours of class.
I know that like last semester, I had a point where I was awake for 24 hours,
Oh my gosh.
and then then I went to bed early and got 14 hours of sleep,
Beautiful.
which was like fantastic.
I want 14 hours of sleep right now.
Like I wasn't even tired from 24 hours. It was just like,
Well, I'm glad you were able to stay awake. Was that like during the play?
no,
No.
no,
Interesting.
it wasn't. It was
Just happened.
it just happened. I stayed up, watched my TV shows, went to school.
Well, of course you would be awake. How was your break, John? How was your break?
It was fine. Didn't really do anything.
I feel like we were gonna. I feel like we said, "Oh, we'll try to meet up during break."
I mean,
we never
like
did.
I knew we probably couldn't. So it's
We
like
could've.
we stated that very likely we're not gonna do something, but if we could, we might.
My issue was that I forgot to follow up on that. I could have made time on a Saturday. Honestly, there probably would have been a random Saturday that I could have said, "Hey, we could do it."
You know, it's fine.
I'm a dumb nut. That's what.
I spend my time just watching TV shows and
Okay. Well, what TV shows did you enjoy watching?
actually, it was movies.
What movies?
I
did you
watched
watch?
like a bunch of old Disney movies from like the 60s, 70s, 80s.
Are they on Disney Plus?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, and so like there was stuff like I've never heard before,
Yeah.
and so I watched them. It's like, man, they don't make them like this anymore, and like this company doesn't exist anymore. That's a shame.
Wow.
So yeah, the old Buena Vista movies are really good.
That's actually cool that they have those there. Not that I doubted, but at the same
like-
time, I didn't expect it.
Yeah, like those were things that I maybe watched when I was like a kid,
And you
but
don't
then
remember.
they don't really show them up anymore.
Yeah.
And like the fact that they're there again, it's like
Not
it's
forgotten.
good. It's good that like I can watch these old things and it's like those are really good movies and it's just it's nice.
That's cool.
So yeah, like I mentioned to you earlier, I'm in the radio drama now,
Yes.
so that's exciting.
Audio. Sorry. Voice. You're doing a voice, right?
Yes.
Cool. When did you audition?
The auditions were Saturday.
I wasn't gonna audition because I don't need the credit.
But for the fun and experience,
True. Time? I don't have time.
Yeah. I mean, I've been wanting to do the radio drama for so long now.
I'm so glad you actually got it. Because the first semester, what happened?
Well, no. Like,
It wasn't first semester?
well, no, like, I never got, like, selected for the radio drama. But what happened?
got-
No, I got selected for a playback stage.
Oh.
But, I was under an academic probation, and, like, which means that I was, like, capped at how many credits I could take. And so I couldn't take any productions, so
Stupid probation.
it was my thing.
No, I get it.
ACT scores weren't up to standard, so.
I wonder what their standard is.
I don't know. I think the standard was like either 19 or 16 point, and I was just like right below that.
That's too bad.
I'm not smart, so.
I'm sorry, now it's very obvious how I'm wilting.
Yeah, and so now I'm in the radio drama. After 5 semesters of
Congrats.
waiting and auditioning, finally made it in.
Congrats. I'm sorry. I'm not cutting this at all, but I'm really sorry.
And it's good. Like we met
Tired.
during our first audition, so
We did,
we did.
which was crazy. I still remember that.
Yeah, like it was very vivid, I'm sitting on the couch, you're sitting at the table by the ledge over there.
I was.
Yep. We were on the 3rd floor,
I remember 3rd floor.
and then we were there for like, 4 hours?
A long time.
We were there for a long time.
Remember? So you did the play audition. Remember we had to sing a song.
Oh, yes, we did.
That was hilarious.
Like, that was just like, we didn't want to do that at all. Like, we went to the radio drama, then we went downstairs so I can do the production interview, which I don't think you did.
I actually did.
Okay, you did. So yeah, we were there, and then we moved to the final audition, which that was like a long time for us to get to know each other. And
That was hilarious about the song though, because they're like, all right, here's a song you've never heard before. We'll sing it twice, and we expect you to sing it.
I love the cold moon.
Was that the song?
Wind in my hair, life without care.
Oh
That's
my
why
gosh.
the lady is.
And there
a
goes
trap.
your copyright strike. This podcast has been stricken with the curse of the
I
copyright.
sound just like Sinatra.
You really do.
So yeah,
So yeah,
that's nice.
I'm really glad you're able to do that.
Yeah. So yeah, SonicCon's coming up.
SonicCon. So you said you're helping.
No,
Wait, what?
I mean I applied for it, but I didn't get the gig.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha. I already purchased my stuff.
I'm just going to go.
Cool. Did you already purchase your stuff?
I purchased mine a while back.
Okay.
And I got my T-shirt.
I got my. Well, it's not even a t-shirt. It's a long sleeve thingy. Mine's a long sleeve.
I mean, T-shirt, long sleeve with a small logo and a little bag.
T-shirt. They cut off.
I don't care. It's a shirt enough.
All right. We'll agree with a shirt enough.
It's a shirt enough.
And the bag. Yeah, I got the bag too.
I got that and was like, oh, okay.
Why not? Right? Oh, free. Kind of.
That was a bit sooner than I thought, but okay. At least I got my shirt now.
You got your shirt. You know,
With the stupid, tiniest logo.
why wasn't it full size? I don't know.
No,
I need to request the days off from work.
So they never like have like this big thing up front. It's always either this tiny logo here or
On the
this-
back.
or the tiny Liberty logo here, and it's just on the back.
The funny thing is, well, I guess you have the backpack, so the logo's on the backpack.
And I hate that because it's like I want to see my thing, but I can't because it's on the back, and then no one else can see it because it's in my back.
And also, you're wearing a backpack.
Yeah.
Which will cover it.
So it's really redundant,
Gotcha.
if that's the correct word to use.
It's ridiculous.
Gotcha. I'm spilling water everywhere.
I'm like rolling everywhere because I'm tired. So, is there anything of significance to note?
To note of what?
Note.
To note.
Anything to note?
I've got nothing to note.
I've found something very weird and interesting about me. In relation to how I perceive people, I found out over break.
Okay.
I found out that the number one attractive quality about girls is if their hair is blonde or not.
Didn't you have a tweet about that?
Yes, because like I tweeted that like pretty soon after because I was mad because my Enneagram is supposed to tell me that, right? I don't know, but yeah, I find that really because like most, not all, most of the crushes I've had have been blonde girls, and even like girls, like sometimes you'll have like like a tiny crush, like oh she's pretty, think about her a couple of days and move on, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. It's not serious at all. Pretty much all of those have been blonde girls.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've been thinking, like, she's not even that pretty. Why do I like her? Because she has blonde hair. So, that's something weird I learned about me.
Yeah, okay.
I like girls with blonde hair.
I mean, I used to.
And now that makes me look like a moron. I don't know why.
I saw that tweet and was like, that's I think
That's the honest thing you've ever seen.
like that Christopher was saying. Like, I wonder what's going on with him.
Okay, now you know.
Yeah.
Like, is there any of my other tweets that have to be deciphered?
I mean, anything to do with music or anything else, it's like I don't know. But you know, in terms of the blonde things, like I knew what I liked.
I don't know.
when.
Listen, here's the thing. I don't really have high standards. It's not necessarily like my girl must be blonde, right?
No,
But
I was shallow when I was younger.
but I will like if the girl's pretty, I like her and it works out. That's awesome. I'm not gonna
No,
complain if
no, I
she
wasn't.
has red hair. But I've noticed that what I'm attracted to is blonde hair.
Right.
That's the
Yeah.
interesting thing.
I know way back when, like the thing that I really liked It's like, back was like, what would you look for like?
Oh wait, you talked about this on the podcast?
No, not specifically.
Okay.
This is like something that's kind of related, but I didn't really elaborate on it.
Yeah.
But it's like, in middle school, like during the whole get to know each other, like they had this silly thing like, what would you look for in a spouse? And so one attribute I had was like they had golden hair.
Fun. I probably would have just said alive.
Is not like just blonde, but like golden hair that shines in the sun.
For me, just lighter.
I guess part of that was like there was this girl in elementary school, like the last year I was there.
Yes.
Who had this like golden hair, and I just really liked her hair. I was like, man, and like
if that hair was mine.
Well, no.
I imagine I could conquer the world.
Shush. Like I would joke with her with this, like, man, like I could just kind of lock your hair and sell it because it's gold. And like on the last day of class,
you actually did.
No, I got a note and like open it and there's a lock of her hair.
Aw, that's actually sweet.
That was sweet, and that's the last time I saw her.
Oh, that's terrible. It's sweet and terrible at the same time.
Yeah, of course, we're missionaries, so
I know the missionary life. I've lived something similar to that myself.
Like that's gonna happen,
right?
So
that always sucks, though.
I don't know what she's done since then. So it's like that's.
You probably don't even remember her name.
I know her name fully well.
Okay. I mean, you never forget those details ever. Basically, that's the funny thing.
Yeah, like that's like a detail that was like fun and important at the time, and so
right.
it's a nice, fond memory.
Nice fond memory.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were good friends.
Now these days, there are no such thing as fond memories, because Twitter ruins it all.
Fond memories happens like off.
I'm being sarcastic.
Online.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure, whatever. So yeah, and so that's what influenced my whole golden hair type thing.
Interesting.
Golden hair is a pretty look.
It is a pretty look.
But since then, I just then went to like red hair, which I still like red hair.
You kind of have a reddish tint to your hair. Beard. Oh, so it doesn't affect your hair. Like
right.
That's interesting.
Now,
what was God thinking? Just sometimes I wonder.
What was God thinking?
What was God thinking? It's like, we'll make this part purple and that part blue.
Well, Scottish and Irish blood in me, so.
Okay. That makes some sense.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's that.
Gotcha.
Now I'm just like more so into character than actual attribute.
That's serious. Yeah, for me it's obviously if I'm
there are obviously like some attributes that I like more than others, but
true. Obviously, like if I'm pretty, if I'm pretty, if they're pretty, cool, that's like the first thing you'll notice, but in the end, who are they as a person? You're not just going to marry the random hottie around the corner, right? That's stupid. Who does that? Not me.
That one kid from The Sandlot. That's a movie, an old movie.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
It's a fun movie.
Is there ever such thing as a fun movie? I don't know.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Anyway. So yeah, that's that.
Alright. I don't know.
Is there anything else that we gotta talk about?
I don't even know why I had to bring that up, but I guess it kind of works because you were worried about my mental state for a moment, so...
Was I?
No. But you were curious? But you didn't think about asking it because it didn't cross your brain? I guess I'm glad we hashed that out.
About your mental state?
My mental state? Why did I even... Because it's socially wrong for men to like women with blonde hair or something? I don't know.
No, that's not the case.
Okay, good to know.
But anyway.
Anyways, no, I don't have anything else significant until you hit the off button, which I'm kidding, I don't.
Oh, that's fine. Anyway, thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Hear you next time.
Bye.